Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm Noah Elias, and I just wanted to inspire you and encourage you today with a little discipline that I've learned from my life of being an entrepreneur over 30 years and growing my brand and businesses and working with amazing people and amazing companies and selling online products. I've just had a blast of doing it. But that didn't just happen on happenstance, like, hey, go get it and like go after it. You can do it. I have a lot of amazing people in my life and family and friends and influence, but the biggest factor and one of the number one disciplines that I've ever encountered that I want to share with you today is this. The greatest entrepreneurs that I have interviewed for my new book and everybody that I've gone through, one of the common traits that they have is they actively, here's the discipline, they actively pursue wisdom. What does that mean? You've seen a lot of folks that actively pursue wisdom and they could say, oh, that's in books. I'm just going to go learn from other people. They're in a constant state of learning, which is good. But they actively pursue wisdom from those folks that are getting the results that they want. So I am a fan, and I would encourage you to pick people in your life that are, one, getting the results that you want, but two, also have the character makeup that you are after. So even though, let's say I could find a business person that is crushing it in business, but they're a terrible father and they built that business on the back of their family and neglected their family, I'm not really interested in that. What I'm really looking for is what we're talking about is mentors. Mentors that have what it is you want, have the goal that you want and the wisdom that you want in order to help you succeed in life. So you're looking for folks that not only are getting the results that you want, but also have the core makeup, the same core beliefs that you have. For me, seeking out my mentors and being specific with that time is absolutely key. What does that look like? As soon as I started finding mentors that were meaningful to me, that like I really want to invest time with, I actively pursued them by saying, hey, can we go to lunch? Or, hey, can we go to dinner? Can I just spend some time with you and I'll pay for it? I'll drive anywhere. I've driven as far as 3 hours to meet with people. I'll do whatever it takes so that I can sit and have time with them and glean wisdom. I would even take notes. The older generations and folks that have been down the line before you are dying to pour into somebody else and pour into their downline. So I just want to let you know that there are those, it could be in your church, could be in your field or your industry, that have what it is that you want and they want to pour into you. But if you want and are looking for a mentor, you're going to want to make sure that you're kind of doing things on the terms that meet them. So one is on their time. Number two, you pay. And number three, you show up early. We have a funny saying around here, early is on time and on time is late, and late is unacceptable. So I would ask that you would respect your mentors as you seek time with them. And as you get that time, you respect that time. And that you always ask them, hey, before we leave, can we just book our next time and put that on the calendar? That way you're not wasting their time with phone calls and texts and calendar updates, but you literally do that. So every time that we walk away, my mentors and I from each other, I get that on the calendar. So just to let you know, the biggest discipline that you can start to implement in your life is just gaining wisdom, not just from books, but gaining wisdom from those individuals that you are life. You are the sum total of the 5 people that you hang out with. How many of the people in your life are stretching you and not just always telling you what you want to hear? You should be a little bit sore by those and challenged by those that you hang out with. What are your potential blind spots? What's the hidden value? Are they seeing you from multi-dimensions in terms of your life, in terms of how you're being as a father, as a wife, as a mother, like all facets of life, because it's a holistic approach to life. The greatest mentors are going to be like whenever I used to start with the whole business thing. Hey, with business, what do I do about this? What do I do about that? It was like, hey, so how's Tom going with your wife? How are you guys spending time together? Are you doing date nights together on a weekly basis? What are you doing in order to sharpen the saw there in your relationships so that your kids can watch that? So these are like great challenges that get you a little bit sore and stretched. So look for those individuals in your life that can take you to that next level and that are going to stretch you. Lastly, there's going to be those that want to follow you. So keep that in mind. You're looking at your upline, but you got to remember you have a downline. Who in your life do you know would benefit from what you have to offer and how can you pour into them? So wisdom that you get isn't to be hoarded. Don't take all that wisdom and not just store it, put it on the shelf, but let's put that into play. And once you start gaining fruit, your obligation to your fellow man and to the people that are around you is to take that information and pour that into your downline, and you can start to cultivate a great sphere of influence. And sometimes that's maybe mentoring 1 to 5 people, depending on who wants to be mentored. Now, what's kind of fun is you can scale when you're doing technology. So technology is a great way, YouTube channels, videos, that you can scale mentoring to people. And that was a huge passion of mine. So I just want to say thank you for being here with me today, spending this time. And remember, one of the greatest disciplines that you can do is wisdom that comes in mentors that have already been there, done that. You can glean from that, glean from some books, but be careful on just hoarding the knowledge that you have with books. Are the books on the wall, or are the books been put into play in your life? Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.